Hey guys, what is going on? It's your boy Steven here and welcome back to another video here on the channel. In today's video I will be reacting to Keir Starmer's new shadow cabinet which he is building together. Now there are expected to be further appointments later today, but like the bulk of it, so you know, like the real big jobs have been filled in over the past 24 hours, and I must say I am very impressed by Keir Starmer's cabinet so far. Now, I say this quite a lot, but if you guys are new here, I am a Conservative. You know, I'm a member of the Conservative Party. So, you know, it's not like I'm some Labour member or Labour lover or anything like that. But as I keep saying, I'm a believer in parliamentary democracy, and the only way we can have a functioning parliamentary democracy is by having a functioning opposition. And I'm afraid that if Corbyn stayed on, or if Rebecca Long-Bailey, the continuity Corbyn candidate, got in, we would never have had that credible opposition, because Labour would have just been smashed in the next election. Before I get into this video, I do just want to wish our Prime Minister all the best. He is in hospital. He's got admitted to hospital last night. Apparently he's doing a bit better today. So, you know, pray for Boris. He's been doing an amazing job. And yeah, let's just hope he comes out of this all way. And before we get into the video, I just want to say a quick message to those of you who are finding it funny, and some I've actually seen wish he doesn't like get out of it, like he basically dies. You are disgusting, disturbed individuals, and I'm lost for words for people like you. I mean, it's just disgusting. Let's just leave it at, like, you're just vile. Starmer's new cabinet. I can get into it now. I'm just letting the page, the Daily Mirror I'm looking at, where it's updating it, load up. So yeah, Labour newspaper. So yeah. Alright, let's get up to the top. Okay, so the first MP to go from the shadow cabinet was Barry Gardiner. Now Barry Gardiner is obviously one of Corbyn's allies. Very annoying, I must say. Whenever I used to hear him on TV, I always used to think, you just sound daft. The first time I actually watched a Barry Gardiner was the TV Channel 4 debate, when it was like Jacob Rees-Mogg, Caroline Lucas, Barry Gardiner and Tom Cleverley, and he just sounded like a nutjob. So I'm glad he's gone. That's obviously one Corbyn pal out. Ian Lavery, who as we know is a Corbyn ally, a staunch Corbyn ally, he was the chair of the party. He would follow, so Barry Gardiner was the first to go at 346. Ian Lavery would go at 350, and at 4:01, John Trickett, who was Shadow Cabinet Office Minister under Corbyn, and he backed Rebecca Long-Bailey for leadership, he then went. Diane Abbott, as we all know, was standing down anyway as Shadow Home Secretary. That was already known. So yeah, newly elected Deputy Angela Rayner was then appointed chair of the Labour Party as well. That was at 4:57. And then the big one came in. Annalisa Dodds was appointed as Shadow Chancellor. Now I'm going to be honest, I don't actually know much about her. What I do know, though, is I believe she was part of John McDonnell's staff at the time. She was a junior Shadow Treasury Minister, but she is not part of Jeremy Corbyn's hard left side of things. And she supported Keir Starmer, and apparently she shares his soft left view. So yeah, I mean, there's that. That means, if you think about it, I think that means Labour will go away from the Corbyn playground politics. And then the big one, Lisa Nandy becomes Shadow Foreign Secretary, which, yeah, seems like a good move. Obviously, she she sort of burst into life into the leadership race, in my opinion. You know, she came in and then she started energising the debate a little. A lot more people got on board with her. So it's kind of funny that, you know, one of Keir Starmer's biggest rivals, or biggest rival for the job, is given, you know, one of the top shadow cabinet jobs. Now, something I don't know too much about, Nick Thomas Simmons, I think that's how you say that, became Shadow Home Secretary. He is a lawyer, and yeah, that's really all I know about him. I only know that because it says here, and this was at 5 o'clock. Then Rachel Reeves, who is on the right of the Labour Party, and I remember reading about her. When was it? It was like an article I read, and it was before Keir Starmer became Labour leader. Like, it could have been like half hour before it was announced he'd won. And I remember reading about her, and she was on like the right of the party. She's Shadow Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster, so she will be face to face with Michael Gove at the dispatch box. And Jonathan Ashworth, who I actually have a lot of time for, because well, he criticised Corbyn in the election, but he always sounded like he had his head screwed on in the TV interviews I watched with him. So I remember there was a GMB interview, Good Morning Britain, and he just sounded like he was one of the few who had his head screwed on in that shadow cabinet at the time. Would be classed as a soft left, according to the Mirror, and he is a close ally of Angela Rayner, and he keeps his health secretary job. Nick Brown, who has been reappointed chief whip. This was at 11 minutes past 5. Someone who was actually chief whip, I believe, under Gordon Brown, and is considered a Brownite. I think that's the right term. And yeah, apparently he's really good at keeping the show on the road, to put it in the Mirror's words. And then that was really it for yesterday evening. Obviously, as you would have noticed, I haven't mentioned Rebecca Long-Bailey yet because she hasn't actually been given a role yet. However, we then move on to 10:57 today, and Richard Bergen was sacked. Now, this was a big move, in my opinion. A massive Corbynite. Defended Corbyn to the maximum and blamed centrist MPs for spoiling party unity. You know, a massive left-wing figure, a massive, like I said, Corbynista. You know, and he's gone. He's been kicked out of the shadow cabinet, and I'm glad, because I didn't like him. I mean, the Corbynista clan, I don't even know. It's sort of like a cult. How abusive they get on Twitter, man. Like, seriously. They get so abusive on Twitter, and you're like, just sat there like, whoa. And yeah, I just don't like any of them. I mean, that sector's ruined the Labour Party, in my own opinion. Obviously, if you have different opinions, leave them down below. And that was it. More appointments in the incoming hours. Oh wait, no, 11:55. Andrew Gwynne, I know nothing about him. He took a swipe at Jeremy Corbyn's leadership as he resigned. Unlike some Corbyn loyalists, he was seen as popular of rival wings in the party and less factional than others. Basically, he wrote a letter and said his role as campaign coordinator was utterly torturous. Oh, wait, there was one more. Shadow Minister for Mental Health, Barbara Keeley, another one who I don't really know anything about, left Shadow Cabinet. So she's gone too. Again, I don't really know much about her. The Mirror haven't said anything what she was like. And the reason, if you're wondering why I'm reading off the Mirror, oh wait, who's this? Christina Rees. It was really placed weird on the Mirror website. Also left the Shadow Welsh office team. So yeah, if you're wondering why I'm reading off the Mirror and not reading off other newspapers, because like I know the Mirror is like a Labour website or newspaper, and from that then obviously they know like what side of the party ministers and that are on, if they're left, if they're right. So that's why I went with the Mirror, and yeah, just rolled off that. So overall, I'm really happy because they're kicking out the failures, and hopefully we'll be looking at a Labour Party which will look like a credible opposition ready to take the fight And yeah, I mean, I was really impressed with what Keir Starmer's been saying so far, and like saying how the party's not going to be scoring political points during this. They're going to actually be side by side with the government, obviously raising the difficult questions, which I completely support, but not asking for the impossible, which is again really crucial. So lots of good noises coming out of Labour for once. Now, before I end this video, I want to raise a point, which there was a comment left on one of my YouTube videos. Where is it? Have they deleted that comment? I think it was this one. So this was left on my video, which was titled Sir Keir Starmer is the new Labour leader, end of Corbynism, where I reacted to Keir Starmer winning the contest. Someone he's called Bob Bishop, left down below. You supported parliamentary democracy, but you dismissed Corbyn's mandate. And I replied, when did I dismiss it? And he didn't reply. So obviously, I want a healthy debate. It's not me here having a massive go at him. All I asked is when did I dismiss it, and he never answers me. Not one moment have I ever dismissed Corbyn's mandate to lead the Labour Party. I challenged him. Right? That's the difference. Just as people challenge Brexit, despite the fact that it has a democratic mandate, people challenge Brexit, I challenge Corbyn because of his failure in dealing with anti-Semitism and his background. Right? I feel I had very credible options to argue against Corbyn's leadership. You may not agree with me, that's fine. We live in a democracy. You're not going to agree with everything. Everyone's not going to agree with me. But I have a right to voice my opinion, just as people have the right to voice their opinions on Boris Johnson and the Conservatives have the right to talk about Keir Starmer's leadership of the Labour Party now, have the right to dismiss Brexit. I have a right to talk about Jeremy Corbyn as Labour leader, and I simply didn't agree with him as Labour leader. But not once did I dismiss that he had a mandate to lead the Labour Party. He won 2 leadership elections. The Labour members at the time wanted Jeremy Corbyn and his politics. By the looks of it, they don't want that anymore. So yeah, come at me, but don't say I dismiss Corbyn's mandate, because under no circumstances did I ever dismiss his mandate. I simply challenged his leadership, or voiced my discontent at his leadership, because of his failure to deal with anti-Semitism, which was the overall problem for me. His past, which some of you may say it's media smears, it's not. It's well documented, there's pictures, there's everything there to prove of his past. That's why I targeted him. I didn't target him for any other reason. You'll see now, unless it comes up that unless Keir Starmer doesn't deal with the anti-Semitism problem, then you won't be seeing any real aggression from me at him. Like, look, Joe Swinson wanted to ignore Brexit. Have I really attacked her on this channel? No. Will I attack her in the future? No. But I attacked Corbyn because of the problems I've just listed. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you soon.